Morning everybody. As you may have guessed, this morning's talk has a theme, and the theme is Christingles. Now, in case you don't know what a Christingle is an orange with some bits stuck in it that we use at a service, normally sometime between Advent and the beginning of February. So you should have your own DIY Christingle pack if you've asked for one from us, which comes with this little service leaflet. Should have in it an orange, some cocktail sticks, some sweeties, quite nice sweeties actually, a piece of red ribbon and a candle. Alongside that you'll need a vegetable peeler or a sharp knife to make a hole in the top of your orange, some sellotape and some matches to light the candle with. Now as you can see, Christingle is an orange, cocktail sticks for sweets, a candle, and there's a red ribbon down. I'm going to sit down while I make it now for you. So I've got my orange and we just take a hole out the top. Oops. If you can't do it or you're a bit clumsy like I am sometimes, get somebody else to help you with this. What the orange stands for is the orange symbolises this world in which we live. So as you hold your orange and as you're struggling to get the bit out the top, you might want to think of all the people you know and those you don't know throughout the world. Think about how, even though we're all different, we all have things in common. We all live on this planet. That's what the orange stands for. The next thing you're going to need is a cocktail sticks. These represent the four corners of the world. Yes, I know the world is round, but that's just how we describe it. In some parts of the world it's summer, in other parts of the world it's winter. In some places people go hungry, in other places there's lots to eat, but we're all part of the same world. So what we're going to do is going to take a cocktail stick and we're going to take a sweet. The sweet represents all the good things that God has given us for all the people. And you may notice I'm putting a sweet on each cocktail stick. And that's because God has actually given us all enough to go around. The problem is we're not very good at sharing. So perhaps as you put your cocktail stick and your sweet, that can be a bit tricky to do, you might want to think about how you can share a bit more and how you can help other people a bit more. Now we're going to put the cocktail sticks into the world. So one at each corner. Looks a bit like a Sputnik. If you're too young to know what a Sputnik is, go and ask your parents. So, orange, four corners, and the gifts of God. The next thing we have is our red ribbon. Now, the meaning of the red ribbon is a bit on the gory side. It represents blood, but not just anybody's blood. Christians believe that Jesus died on a cross for all of us, for everyone in the world. So that when we die, we can go to heaven. But this is something that we also think is for everybody in the world. So when we wrap the red ribbon around our orange, what we're doing is we're wrapping everybody up in God's love. That's what it means. So we're just going to stick this on now. Can you press pause, please? Sorry, I couldn't get the sellotape done. I had to go and get some scissors. So we're going to wrap the red ribbon around the world. This bit can be a bit fiddly. If you've got a friend, you might want their help. My friend's behind my iPad, so she can't help. There we go. So a red ribbon around the world as a symbol of God's love for all of us. The last thing we need in our Christingle is a candle, and this represents Jesus. One of the names for Jesus is the light of the world. And it symbolises his message for us of love and joy and hope and peace and light throughout the whole world. So as we put the candle in the top of the orange, we remember that message and we ask that we also might be bringers of love and joy and hope and peace. And we light the candle on our completed Christingle to remind us that light shines in the darkness and darkness will not overcome it. So I'm going to light this candle now. This is my Advent wreath behind me, so I'm going to use that. again, you might want to get an adult to help you with this bit instead of doing it yourself. Now, if you've got the Christingle leaflet, you'll note here is a Christingle song. I'm not going to sing it, but it goes to the song of While Shepherds Watch, so you can sing it at home. But I'm just going to say a final prayer with this Christingle in my hand. I'm going to ask that God may be with us always. May he bless us and keep us and shine his light upon us. Amen. Enjoy making your Christingles.